Alright, 1 second. Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and you other camps out there that's doing this truth and sincerely and wholeheartedly stand connected and tethered and preaching out the true word of, the 144% doctrine that's out there. And Salakia for my disappearance for a few days, but as like I said, when you however you want to put it, fall short or whatever and whatnot, you got to have some forms of discipline out there, man. I understand you got to go hard, and I understand that you got to keep pushing forth this thing, as brute as possible. But, sometimes you need a few days for prayer too as well, man. And some days for whether if you're deciding to fast or whether if you're just deciding not to indulge yourself in pleasures of hanging out with family, friends, or whatever it may be, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta cut privileges or whatever and whatnot when you do, not measure up to the stick that the Most High wants you to be in this truth and this faith. But without that being said, further ado, man, we're gonna jump forth back in or whatever and whatnot and continue where we left off, which is striking with these, the scriptures full throttle and wholeheartedly, man. You know what I mean? Because I do want to do this thing truth and sincerely. And in order for me to do that, I got to realize that, you can't just brush stuff off, man. Sometimes you got to take measures. You got to take precautions. And you got to discipline yourself as well, man. And a part of that, man, is, because, like, my actions might not have been that severe, but to me, you know what I mean, they was, because at the end of the day, I got to look myself in the mirror. So, with that being said, sometimes you got to reevaluate yourself, man, and you got to do stuff or whatever and whatnot that people might not seem right to everybody else. Like, most brothers think like, oh, well, I would have jumped back on to continue and making videos and whatever and whatnot, you know what I mean, and pretend like nothing happened. Like, nah, bro, you don't do stuff like that. Like, well, at least that's not how I work in my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? Because, like, at that point, it don't even feel sincere. It's just like, you do something that you feel you fall short on. Another brother might not even felt that you fall short. I mean, Slakia, that you fell short on whatever you did. Another brother would have been like, oh man, that ain't that bad, man. Just, just pray over it and you know what I mean, and keep pushing on. But like I said, man, every brother is different, man. And every brother got different spirits in this things, man. You know what I mean? And a part of that, man, is beating down that ego that society in this world has built up for you to have. And a part of that is beating down that pride that society has built up for you to have, man. And you don't want to have none of that, man. And with that being said, it's a beautiful thing, man, when you recognize and realize the type of man that you want to be in this world and in this society, and how you wholeheartedly come in this thing and admit your faults, man. And that's what it comes down to. So without further ado, we're going to jump into a topic that I wanted to touch on, man, because I've been paying attention to the New York Times. And I gathered a few scriptures, in a few minutes or whatever and whatnot. And we just going to jump in. But this is the first one that, because I just refreshed it, that I came across. This was live about 5 minutes ago. It says, New York moves to limit gathering and virus epicenter updates. It says a 1 mile containment zone will be created in the New York Rochelle, New York. President Trump will go brief GOP senators and a stimulus package to respond to coronavirus, including a payroll tax cut. And the FDA said that it would stop routine inspections of food. It said it would stop routine inspections of food, drug, and medical devices overseas until April. Which makes perfect sense, man, because people got to go grocery shopping. You got to go buy medicine. You know what I mean? You got to, like, we're a import country, man. You know what I mean? So we buy from different countries, man. You understand what I'm saying? So really, if a lot of these countries got, you know, that virus plaguing them because it's over here. It's, basically it's just about everywhere now, man. And what another topic that I wanted to touch on, which is probably what I'm gonna name this video, if you read something in the news or if you hear something in the news, you gotta add 9 times basically how I feel of what you just read. So that means it's way worse than that. You understand what I'm saying? Because like they're never gonna tell you the full truth. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. And if they're not going to tell you the full truth, man, then you got to expect the worst of the worst of the worst, because you got to understand who's dealing this discipline, this wrath, and it's the Most High, man. And He sent, His wicked angel, Lucifer, to exact and pretty much wrath, and He expect results. But yeah, so basically, all this is telling me is they stopping people for, you know what I mean? Like, how they got them drunk driver zones or whatever and whatnot. You got to pass and cars stop you to see how drunk you is and breathalyzer. They got containment zones like that. You driving, they probably stopping people at bridges and all type of stuff, man. It's crazy. And this is in New York. And they said it's been found in nursing homes, man. So, the elderly is suffering from this, man. Like, and when I see, let me continue to scroll down, man, because I really just want to deal with that virus. It says the outbreak is the biggest stress test of the U.S. economy. Oh, yeah, and some doctor got on the news or whatever, CNN, and basically told everybody to continue living their life as they normally would, because basically, in so many other words, until the CDC come out with something, it ain't nothing we can do, and then it ain't nothing we can tell you. We don't want to tell you to stop living your life, but, just take your precautions. So that means, but the dude, the way he was, well, I guess the news anchor, he was like kind of mad because it's just like he had that, how do I want to put it? He had that like that response like, well, Americans, you can't tell us that it's up to us to fight it. We want to know, how do we help fight it from you? And it's just like, well, if you want to go out there and be a demon, man, going out to bars and having shots and all type of nonsense like that, man, you understand? I understand you got to grocery shop. I understand your kids got to go to school or whatever and whatnot. But at the end of the day, with all of that being said, what is on your to-do list, as far as that said bulletin, you know what you need to do, man. Your kids should know about hygiene, man. Don't be letting nobody borrow no pencils. Wash your hands until this virus is done. Pack your own lunch. You understand what I'm saying? When you buy your groceries or whatever from the grocery store, wipe down your groceries soon as they come in. Disinfect them soon as they come in or whatever and whatnot. Rinse them off. The packaging. Put them in your, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what you got to do, man. But at the end of the day, man, Americans and other people, civilians in general, regardless of what country you live in, they're lazy, man. They're not going to want to do all that. I mean, I'm sure the washing hands part, but I guarantee you, if these certain individuals is buying groceries or whatever and whatnot, they're not going in the house disinfecting their groceries, which you should. You understand what I'm saying? If you just grab something, and then, like, I guess stores are clearing out in certain part areas. I guess it was a few places, I think Italy, China, or whatever and whatnot, they were showing certain videos of, like, basically, also in Italy, they're closing down schools, man. So it's getting more severe than that. But like, before, when I did my last video on this about a couple weeks ago, they were acting like they had a vaccine for it and whatever and whatnot. They don't know what the hell they're doing, man. You understand what I'm saying? And really, this wrath is unexpected, and it all comes from the Most High, man. And really, you just got to take your own precautions in this thing, man. I mean, yeah, go out on the highways and hedges, definitely continue doing that, but the measures you got to take. You know what I mean? What's understood don't need to be explained, man. You know, if you just want to go out and be a demon and be carefree and basically dap people up and shake hands and hug people and and do Uber or whatever and whatnot and Lyft. I know that's how some of y'all get paid or whatever and whatnot, but man, you gotta take certain precautions, man. You know what you gotta do if you doing all that. So if you want to be carefree and a motherfucker coughing your atmosphere and then next thing you know you going through it or whatever and whatnot, then you know why. But this is for 4 days the hospital thought it was pneumonia. So look, this basically goes back to, I wasn't even reading this, and the things that I was explaining was going back to what I was just reading. They don't even know what it is. It's just like I said, the CDC don't know what it is. They thought it was pneumonia, man. They don't know what's going on, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then this was what it was talking about, where it's in the nursing homes or whatever and whatnot. Like, it's just a serious thing out here. And really, I'm going to tell you something, man, I'm going to tell you something that people might think that's far-fetched, that they probably don't want to hear. I'm going to tell you something, man. America, man, is not ready to martial law this place and shut it down, man. Because for one, they don't have the money for it. For two, they don't have the economy for it or whatever and whatnot. The market just dropped, man. Dollars is doing severely low, man. Along with a few other vital stocks that America have, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So they don't have the money for it. They don't have the economy for it. They don't have the preparation and the training for their National Guard or people who are supposed to police the streets for it. You understand what I'm saying? They're not ready for nothing like that. Like, you understand what I'm saying? They're not mentally prepared for something like that. That takes preparation. You understand what I'm saying? You have to train for things like that. Certain protocols and measures, you train for different things. Like you understand what I'm saying? It just logically makes sense. Anything else does not make sense. So they're not prepared to shut this down and call a martial law or whatever and whatnot. It'll be chaos in the streets, man. And the only way they know how to police the streets is like if we were having a terrorist attack or something, which is basically fucking niggas up, throwing them in concentration camps and gunning motherfuckers down, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And beating the shit out of people, which is the same thing you seen in France, which was the same thing you seen in China before that virus broke out, which is the same thing you seen in these lower third world country protests that you've seen over the past few years, man. That's how they know how to police it, man. So really, they're not mentally trained and physically trained and ready for it anyway, man. You understand what I'm saying? Even though it's going to happen inevitably because you can't stop it, but I'm saying they're not prepared for it. So they don't know what they're doing is what I'm telling you, man. That's why when they get on there, they don't really want to stress this. That's why when I say if you read something, expect the worst 9 times more than what you just read, man, because really they don't want to scare off business. Business is hurting right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this country, restaurants, you know how much money and percentage that takes up of the economy, man? You like are you serious? Like, restaurants, food, grocery stores? You want to do the math on that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're not prepared for that, man. But I read enough in that, man. We're going to go ahead and jump on up in these scriptures, you know. But this is Amos 3:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, an adversary there shall be. And who is that adversary, man? You know, which is the Most High's hitman, Lucifer, or whatever and whatnot. That's who I perceive him to be. Shall be even round about the land. You understand what I'm saying? Because he sent him to call the shots, man. Because if you jump back down, all the evil that is done, we clearly see in Amos 3:6. We know the Most High did it. You understand what I'm saying? So the second part of this verse, and he shall bring down thy strength from thee. Yeah, man. So thy strength is basically the mental capacity for you to feel that you need to run this country. And that's talking to Congress, that's talking to the president, that's talking to mayors, that's talking to you. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's talking to the big guys all the way to the little guys. And with that being said, and thy places shall be spoiled, man. And this don't mean spoiled like a little, you know what I mean, 2 or 3 year old that you just took a piece of candy from them away. No, it means spoiled like as you bought some fruit from the store and it's been almost a month and it went bad, man. And I mean, you can't consume it no more. So it's going to spoil thy palaces, man. And a lot of these places is getting spoiled, man, where it's rotten now. And you don't want to eat from them no more. Because I'm going to tell you right now completely, man. The things that I was just watching, man, they was talking about, man, everything that I was seeing that's dealing with this coronavirus, niggas ain't even trying to touch no Chinese food no more. You understand what I'm saying? And me personally, I feel bad because, you know, I just had some not too long ago, which I believe in the faith and the spirit or whatever and whatnot, that it hasn't reached where I was, and I knew spiritually I was okay to eat it. But I'm just telling you from what I've seen on the internet, like, people ain't going nowhere near no Chinese restaurant. So that and really, and that was in the news as well, man. They're talking about help them out or whatever and whatnot. But people are scared to go eat places, man. So really, they're not ready for this type of pandemic is what I'm telling you, man. So they don't know what they're doing right now, man. They're what's that word I'm looking for? They're freestyling. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're just taking it as it goes, man. Because they're not prepared for nothing like this. Like, you know what I mean? Even though we know the downfall of this place is as swift, but it comes as is a thief in the night, man. So only the Lord is going to know when the downfall of this place is. Esau don't even know when he going to take this place down, man. It's not up to him, man. That's why he free farming and juggling. That's why he don't know what to tell you in the news. That's why, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's why your answers are so they're like less detailed and vague. Like, you're not really getting no information. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because he don't even know when the downfall of this place is. Only the Most High do, man. That's why he's freestyling. He don't know what's going on. He's not prepared for the downfall of this place yet, man. Everything ain't in order, man. This word is out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they just had us in the news, you know what I mean, a month and a half ago about false patsies and hurting so-called Jewish people and whatever and whatnot. People are hearing this word, they're scared because the shit is making sense. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, the shit is believable. And it's believable because it comes through the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. And it's sincere, man, because we're warning the people. That's who we are. We're watchmen. You know, you're not on here to measure, you know what I mean? Basically, I don't want to say this, but you're not on here to see whose dick is bigger spiritually in the word, man. Like, oh, you know, who's going to be the elect of the Most High, who's going to be a part of the 144, bro. You're not on here for that, bro. You're on here to wake up the elect and spread the word to the people, man, about what's going on in the world. That's what you're on here for, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying don't get on here and help a brother out, you know, like when you see him going off or when you see him straying away, but your main concern is, you know, these prophecies. But we're gonna jump once I get that to work. 'Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, man, that don't be working. This is Ezekiel 5:8. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, our power. Behold, I am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations. Yeah. So basically, that's what you're seeing that's going on now, man. Most of these scriptures, man, is self-explanatory. I don't have to break these down, bro. You just read that, and that was self-explanatory, man. And what's going on, man? The Lord is breaking down and executing judgments in the midst of these other nations, man, which means everybody. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like Esau, Ammon, Moab, you know what I'm saying? Ishmael. It don't matter who you is, man. Everybody is included into this. Everybody's getting judged. So it's basically if you on the Most High's good list or if you on his shit list. So you want to be doing right by the Lord. And I'm not saying, because not everybody's going to be a prophet, man. My elder apostle Tahar told me that not everybody's a prophet. Some brothers help brothers out with making garments and clothes. Some brothers help brothers out with financing. Some brothers help brothers out with building pictures and pages or whatever to go on. Some brothers help brothers out with all sorts of things, man. Like, you have your role in this thing, man. Some brothers help brothers out with just spreading the word, man. Like, hey, man, like, you should check certain Israelite groups out, man. They go out and prophesy and tell prophecies on basically certain newscasts and what's going on today and what's to be befallen at this place. You understand what I'm saying? So not everybody's a prophet. Not everybody could jump in and read a scripture, break it down, or see something on the news and be able to go get some scriptures and smack it, all together through the spirit of the Holy Rakah HaKodash and make it sound good, man. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody's a teacher, man. But as this scripture was saying, yeah, man, these are the judgments that are befalling this place, man. And it's crucial out right now, man. Be honest with y'all. This is Revelations 15:1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, and 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for them is filled up with the wrath of the Most High Yahweh Shai, man. So, this is just a small teaspoon of what we can imagine of what's going to happen. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be a billion times worse than what we're seeing now, man. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is just a small doses. Like how when you used to take your cough medicine, when mommy used to come through and help you out and give you your chicken noodle soup and give you that small teaspoon of cough medicine. Nah, like, I'm saying it's going to be severely worse than that, like, in that time, man. And people aren't prepared for that. Esau isn't prepared for that. And this is his kingdom. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That's why he don't know what to tell you on these newscasts. No matter if you go on ABC, CNN, CBS, no matter where you go, man. Like, they don't know what to tell you, man. And really, they got a teaspoon feed it to you as little as possible because they don't want to scare the shit out of you because the economy is being affected by this, man. We're not prepared for nothing like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's in the midst of re-election. You understand what I'm saying? Too much is going on, man. World War III was just the talk of the whole world for like a whole month of just the beginning of 2020, man. So no one knows what's going on, man. People are like, they're trying to baby step this thing, and the Most High is like speeding it up. And you see that with these certain rafts. He's getting his angels ready. He's just like, look, you go do this, y'all go do that. You know what I mean? And we gonna regroup and meet back here. One of them type deals, man. This is Matthew 26:53. Think of thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels. Yeah, man. And that's going to be a Mashiach Yahweh Shai, our big brother in that day, man. And really, for us brothers that's in this truth, man, that's going to be us as well, because we take after our big brother. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And if you're sincerely in this truth, man, like, and you pray, like, you ever put a curse on somebody, man? Like, I know a few curses in Hebrew, man, and let me tell you, like, me personally, I don't mess with them no more, man, because I seen them actually come to pass and really severely basically fuck people's lives up, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And like, I talked about it in the beginning of this YouTube page that I made, but I don't deal with them no more, man, because they actually work, man, and it's serious, man. And when they come, you don't, and really it's so bad now where if you doing the work, man, and demons are trying to harass you, the Most High you ain't even got to put a curse on nobody. The Most High literally just comes and puts a veil up and just snaps somebody's shit up. Like, I've seen all type of people get their cars stolen, get beat up. I've seen people get into large sums of debt. I've seen people getting a critical injury or whatever just for messing with the man of the Lord, man. You understand what I'm saying? So this thing is serious. And with these legions, and the reason why I brought the scriptures up, because this is what's going to come to pass when the downfall of this place comes, when martial law hits, when Jacob's trouble come to pass, and things and so forth of such like that, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So really, it's a serious thing, and this really is like how brothers tell you, like when you read their captions of their videos, like, this is a serious business, man. Like, this is a serious thing. Like, this ain't no game, man. And this is Matthew 26:54, about how often shall the scriptures be fulfilled, that thus say it must be. Yeah, and that goes to what I was just talking about, man. Yeah, so it must be prophecies, and it must be coming to pass, because you see the shit happening before your eyes. Like, you can't read something like that. Like, you can't read the past 4 scriptures I just read and then go read that one and be like, well, his whole video didn't make sense. And like, no, you read the last scripture I just read, which is Matthew 26:54, and you like, damn. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, even me, I'm in awe and distraught. And these are things that were written thousands of years before it came to pass, man. Like, this is not just no coincidence, no hoax, man. You know, and it was through the elders before the elders that we have now that through the Spirit brought these things out, man. So, you know, like, this is a serious thing that's going on, man. So I guess I guess it must be. It is what it is. You know that old saying, man. Like, when somebody tell you, like, yeah, that was the last one. When somebody tell you, like, it is what it is, I'm going to go ahead and grab me one more. This is my favorite one I always like to bring out, man, because this one lets y'all know that the Most High ain't playing, man. That's why I like bringing it out. It said, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth thereof, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he have but a short time, man. You know what I mean? And really, it's all simultaneously played, that the Most High is orchestrating the whole play, like the whole movie. Like, this is his movie, so all of the actors, he has a say-so in there. He's going to tell them what to do. So, you know, Esau only got but a short time to inflict this much wrath on you, but at the same time, the Most High is, you know, he's controlling the set. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You ever see a superhero movie or whatever and whatnot? You might see Green Goblin fighting Spider-Man or something like that. I'm just using for an example, man. But, man, you never know, man. During that mission, that fight, man, it might be a damn tornado, an earthquake, a plague of, a virus will come to pass, you know. You never know, that might happen on that set, man. That why in the midst of why they fighting, while people seeing them fighting, the little people such as us, which is bringing out this word, the small civilians that just go to work every day and come home, you know, we're getting hit with the small stuff, man. You know, while the big guys is up there going at it. Like, you understand what I'm saying? That was just a small example or whatever and whatnot. I'm just using it like as a parable to connect to, you understand what I was trying to implement. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you never know, like, what the set of the movie is going to be. And this is the Most High's movie. So this is what I'm telling you, that he controls everything. So not only do you got to worry about the little guy down here pressing, you got to worry about the big guy up there pressing you as well. Because you never know, man. They talking about winter is over. How do we know, man? We can get smacked with some more snow tomorrow. You don't know. You don't know. Because this is the Most High's movie, man. So, you know, you just got to be prepared. But, yeah, man, I hope this is edifying, man. And I want to say peace and blessings out to you brothers preaching this word in truth and sincerity, man. And I want to say, call Hallel, Mallah, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kahak Wadash and Mashiach Yahweh Shai, our big brother, Labab Barab Barbal. And I want to say peace and blessings to you brothers once more again. Shalom. Trying to get on up out of here and stop doing this.